Hi, I'm Roseanna from Moara Crochet, and in today's free tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make a crochet pocket market bag, and here it is. So it looks a bit like a jellyfish but all you need to do is pull on these two strings and flip it inside out so your strings stay on the inside, and you have a replacement shopping bag so you don't need to take any more plastic. And this is a really quick, easy tutorial, and on my website you can get the sizes for small, medium and large. So here's a small one which I made for my little one to take some fruit, and she can just flip it inside out and she can carry her fruit to school, and I put a little tie here so she can put it on her wrist. So here's the tutorial. To make your crochet bag, you'll first need some yarn. I've stated in my pattern that you should use a linen yarn, but to be honest, you can use any yarn you have to hand as long as you have a crochet hook that matches. So for the example today, I'm using a 4-ply cotton yarn and a 3mm crochet hook. So for round 1, what we need to do is make a magic circle. So if you've never made one before, I'm going to show you now. So take the short tail of your yarn in front of your two fingers, wrap it around and make an X over the top of your fingers. You see the X here? Insert your hook under the first part of the X and grab your yarn all the way through. This one doesn't want to go. There we go. And when you pull your fingers out gently, you have created a circle. And this is called a magic circle because this can close and open and make your first round of double crochet very tight. So for round 1, we're going to chain 3. We're going to count this as your first double crochet. Okay, so there's my first chain 3, and that is going to count as my first double crochet. Now to complete this round, I'm going to put 11 more double crochets around into this magic circle. So here is my 12 double crochet, including the first one is a 3 chain in my magic circle. So now I'm going to close it. Now this is really easy to do. All you do is pull your little tail, if I can get hold of it, and pull it all the way shut, and this will close your circle so you get a really small closure in the center. Now to finish round 1, we're going to slip stitch into your first double crochet, and that is round 1 finished. Now for round 2, we're going to do 2 double crochet in every single stitch. Now remember, the first one is always a chain 3, which acts as your first double crochet. So I'm going to put another double crochet into this stitch. So there's 2 in my first stitch. So now I'm going to put 2 double crochet in every single stitch. So when I finish, I will have 24 double crochets. And slip stitch into your first double crochet, and I'll meet you again at row 3. Here I am at row 3, so I've just finished row 2. So I'm going to chain 3 to start. That's my first double crochet, and I'm going to put another stitch into that first stitch. So it's going to be another double crochet. So your first stitch is a double crochet increase. There we go. Your second stitch will be 1 double crochet. So now we're going to do a pattern all the way around to gradually increase our circle. So your first stitch will be a double crochet. Sorry, a double crochet increase. And the next one will be a double crochet. So I want you to go around, there's going to be 10 more of these. So it'll be double crochet increase, double crochet, double crochet increase, double crochet, and continue all the way around repeating this pattern and slip stitch into your first stitch. I've reached the end of row 3 and in total I've got 36 double crochet. Now to round 4 is going to be slightly different. So we're going to chain 3 and this is going to be our first double crochet. And in the next stitch we're going to do a double crochet increase. So that's 2 double crochet in the same stitch. And in the third stitch is going to be another double crochet. So for round 4 our pattern is slightly different. We're going to do double crochet increase, double crochet. So in total we've got 4 stitches. So each time double crochet increase, double crochet, and continue this pattern all the way around. If you're unsure at any stage, don't worry, all the written instructions to these are on my blog and I will put a link underneath this video so you can access that information. So I've just finished round 4 and I've got 48 stitches in total. Now we're going to go into round 5. So this time we're going to chain 3 as our first double crochet. And then we're going to put another double crochet into the same stitch. So the first one becomes a double crochet increase. And then in the next 3 stitches we're going to do 3 double crochets. So that's my first, second, third. Okay, so here's our pattern for this row. So our pattern would be worked over 4 stitches and it will be double crochet increase followed by 3 double crochet, and continue that pattern all the way for round 5 and slip stitch into your first double crochet. Row 5 finished. If you are doing a small crochet bag, then you would stop here and you can continue the instructions for a size small on my website. But for this tutorial, as I said before, this is for a medium size. So we're going to go on to row 6. So row 6, we're going to chain 3 and count as your first double crochet. We're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch, followed by a double crochet increase, followed by 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches. So a double crochet in each stitch. Okay, so here's our pattern for row 6. So you're going to have a double crochet, a double crochet, a double crochet increase, followed by 2 single double crochets. And you're going to repeat that 11 times all the way around till you get to the end of row 6. And in total at the end of this round you will have 72 stitches. For row 7 we will chain 3 and we're going to double crochet into the first stitch to create a double crochet increase, and then we will double crochet in the next 5 stitches. That's my first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So our pattern for row 7 is a double crochet increase followed by 5 double crochets. Here we are at row 8. For row 8 I will chain 3 and count as 1 double crochet, and then in the next 2 stitches I'll do double crochets. There we go, and in the 4th stitch I'm going to do a double crochet increase. So that's 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. Then in the next 3 stitches I'll do a double crochet in each. There's the third. Okay, so here's our pattern for row 8. So we have 3 double crochets followed by a double crochet increase and 3 double crochets. So follow that pattern all the way around again till you get to the top and slip stitch in to your 3rd chain. Here we are at row 8. For row 8 I will chain 3 and count as 1 double crochet, and then in the next 2 stitches I'll do double crochets. There we go, and in the 4th stitch I'm going to do a double crochet increase. So that's 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. Then in the next 3 stitches I'll do a double crochet in each. There's the 3rd. Okay, so here's our pattern for row 8. So we have 3 double crochets followed by a double crochet increase and 3 double crochets. So follow that pattern all the way around again till you get to the top and slip stitch in to your 3rd chain. For row 9 we're going to change slightly. So this time we're going to chain 4 instead of 3, and this chain 4 is going to count as 1 double crochet and 1 chain. So now we're going to skip 1 double crochet, so skip that stitch, and in the next one we're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet, chain 1, and that's going to be your pattern all the way around. In total you will have 48 double crochets, and I'll meet you again just before we join because it's slightly different to what we've done before. Oh, it's wrong. It's wrong. For row 9, we're going to chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this chain 5 is going to count as 1 double crochet, chain 2. So here's our pattern. Skip 1 stitch, into the next, double crochet, chain 2, skip a stitch, double crochet, chain 2. I'm going to continue that all the way around, and when you get to your last stitch here, I'm going to join you again to explain how to join, and in total you should have 48 double crochets. I've reached my last double crochet. Now to attach to the first double crochet, instead of chaining 2 and slip stitch, I'm going to half double crochet into the 3rd chain from the first stitch. So that's all the way through. And now for my next row, my chain is already in the center between 2 double crochets. For the next few rows, you are going to chain 5 to start with, and this is going to count as 1 double crochet, 2 chains, and then you're going to double crochet into each chain space. So double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2. And you're going to continue that pattern all the way around, and again when you get to your last double crochet, half double crochet into the 3rd chain. This row, which is row 10, is going to be repeated now, so you get 18 repeats of this row. So I'm going to finish this row and then I'm going to show you how to finish off your bag. As this is an example, I'm not doing all of these repeats of 18 rows, but I'm going to show you now how to finish your bag. So imagine this is your last row. Now what I'm going to do is chain 1, and I'm going to count that as a heightening stitch, and I'm going to single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so there I am in the middle, and I'm going to single crochet in the next stitch. And from here, I'm going to count 24 stitches. So this is my first one. Ignore the first one we've done. I'm going to start from here. So I'm going to do 24 single crochets. Here are my 24 single crochets. And now what I'm going to do to make the handle, I'm going to chain 24. 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2 and 4. So there's my chain 24, and I'm going to skip 24 stitches. So there we go, 3, 6, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Just remember where that is. And I will continue my single crochets around. So there's my first handle. So I did 24 single crochets, chain 24 and skipped 24 stitches. Now to make your second handle, you're going to do 48 single crochets, then chain 24, skip 24, and then you're going to do 23 single crochets, and you will slip stitch into your first one that you created. And that's the first section of your handle. For the next row, which will be your final row, I'll just grab my finished bag. You will double crochet in every single row. So each one I've done a double crochet all around the handle. And then finally, if you want, you can do an extra row of single crochet just to finish off all the way around. The last thing you'll need to do now for your bag is to make a chain string which is going to be threaded through your bag. So for me, what I did for my bag, I used the linen yarn. I doubled the yarn so it was thicker than what my bag is. I'm trying to get this in focus. And I chained, I think it was 80. It's definitely written on my blog. but on average I made sure the length was about 60 or 70 centimeters. And then once that was made, I found the bottom of my bag, and the second row from the end, this goes for any size, the second row from the end of the circle, I weaved in my string in and out within the bag. Now, before I put on the beads, I made sure that the string for my bag was on the inside. So then when I flip my bag, the string stays on the inside and is not hanging out on the outside when you're carrying your shopping. And that's it. That's all you need to know. That's all the instructions. Like I said, the instructions, written instructions and photos are all on my website. I'd be very grateful if you could give me a nice review, and if you'd like to subscribe. Every month I will be trying to get out a new video with free crochet patterns and tutorials and crochet knowledge. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you come again soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.